Hi, I'm Simon with AppliancePartsPros.com. Today we're going to show you how to repair your appliance. Are you ready? Remember, anytime you work on your appliance, make sure it's unplugged or the circuit breakers are off so there's no chance of electrocution. Also, you need to turn off the water to the refrigerator. In this video, we'll show you how to replace the water supply line in an LG refrigerator. It's going to be a very easy repair. Should only take a few minutes to show you how to do it. For this job, we're going to need a 1/2-inch open-end wrench and a Phillips screwdriver. When you open up the package, you're going to get a new water supply line. The water supply line is located at the back of the fridge. It's connecting the water filter base and the water inlet valve, allowing the water to go to the filter and then dispense from there to the ice maker and the water dispenser. The main reason to replace the water supply line is if it's broken and it's causing a water leak. All right, so let's do the work. Are you excited? I am. Let's open the doors so we get access to the bottom grill. To remove the grill, we need to take out 2 Phillips screws. I'm going to use the Phillips screwdriver and I'm going to remove them. And now we're going to remove the grill. Just slide it off. Next, I would put a towel on the floor right under this joint here because we may have some water coming down. So next I'm going to remove these couple of locking rings, one on each side of the coupling here, and I'm going to push it off. And then the other one, take it off. Next, I'm going to push in the locking collar and pull out this tube. Around once, and this one, number 2. Okay, we can remove the towel now. It's already dripped down, so the water, no water left. I'm gonna use it at the back. So here we are at the back of the fridge, and we need to remove this rear access panel. So to do that, first we need to take off this water inlet hose. I'm using an open-end wrench, a 1/2-inch, and I'm going to unscrew that water line. Well, I hope you turn off the water at the faucet. So also expect some water to come out of the hose. So and put it out, it won't be on the way. And now we're going to use the Phillips screwdriver. We're going to take out these screws so we can remove the panel. And I'm going to pull it up so we can disengage those 2 tabs here at the bottom. Alright, so this is the water inlet valve, and we need to take it out. For that purpose, I'm going to use the Phillips screwdriver. We're going to take out that single Phillips screw so we can pull out the water inlet valve. Let's place the towel here underneath because we're going to have some water coming out. Alright, I'm going to pull out the valve. I'm going to grab it at the bottom. Hold down to the water lines. We need to remember, we need to pull it from underneath of the fridge. Okay, that's far enough. Now I'm going to disconnect the water line. So to disconnect the water line, we need to first remove this clip here, that safety clip. I'm going to just slide it out and we can pull it out. And now we can press on this locking collar and pull out the water line. It's going to give you a water on the floor. That's why we had towel. So our next step is to take out all the clips that retainers that holding that water line. Phillips screw, and I'm using a Phillips screwdriver. I'm going to take it out. Next, we're going to up the line, and I'm going to take out this screw. So we're going to remove this retainer. I'm going to take it off. And we again going up the line to the next one. And I'm going to take off this retainer. Next, we're going to take out this box. Again, single Phillips screw. I'm using that same Phillips screwdriver. Going to take it out so we can remove the box. Lift the box. First, we're going to slide it slightly down, release that tab here, and we're going to lift the box and pull it straight out. There's 2 more tabs here. Next, I'm going to install this empty container right underneath here, this opening over there. The water will be coming down kind of hard from there because the filter is full of water. And also, I want you to have a little towel ready. Next, I'm going to remove the water filter by turning it counterclockwise and then pulling out. Grab the towel. At this point, the water should start dripping down real hard. I already drained the filter, but yours is full of water. So I'm gonna place it, hold it upright like that, and cover it up. It's full of water. Next, I'm gonna take out the container. All right, so now we're going to remove these slide lands. It's held at the bottom by 2 tabs. We're going to pull them towards us, and then we have the 2 tabs on the top that we're going to disengage. So I'm going to reach in, pull, and take it out. Next, we're going to remove this whole panel with the lights and the air duct. We have 2 Phillips screws hidden in their cavities. Using a long Phillips screwdriver, I'm going to reach in and take those screws out. Okay, now we can remove this cover. There's 2 posts that goes vertically up into the cabinet. So what we need to do is pull it out slightly and down to disengage the pins. Alright, so now we need to disconnect this harness, the plug at the top, and we're going to remove it. Next, I need to take out this single Phillips screw that holds the water filter housing in front. Using a Phillips screwdriver, I'm going to take it out. Next, I need to slide forward this water filter housing assembly, but first I need to pull on these 2 water lines, and then we're going to slide it forward. All right, so I see it's free. I'm going to put down the housing, and I need to pull out the water line a little more so it won't be so tight. And we need to disconnect this water line, the 5/16. So as you can see, we have here that little black locking ring, so I need to pull it out. There's a tab right there, so I'm going to remove it. And now we can press on the locking collar and pull out the water line. Next, we're going to the back of the fridge, and we're going to pull out the old line and insert a new one. All right, so we're at the back of the fridge, and we're going to pull out the old water line, water supply line from that bracket over there. So we're back to the bottom of the fridge next to the water inlet valve. I'm going to slide that retaining clip. I'm going to put it down and take out this water line, and we're going to remove the spring. Don't throw it away. We're going to put it on the new water line. This is the old water supply line next to the new one. If you don't have this part, you can get it from AppliancePartsPros.com. We're going to feed the new water supply line into the opening here, so it will go to the water filter. Alright, so before inserting the line into this coupling, I'm going to install the locking ring right there. Press it on. And now I'm going to push the line in. Alright, now it's in. And now I'm going to push it in, feed the lines back. And I'm going to lock the housing onto this locking pin on the top. Just like that. Now we're going to secure the water filter housing with the Phillips screw here in front. I'm using the Phillips screwdriver and I'm going to tighten it. Alright, I'm going to bring in this cover panel, light bulb bracket slash. I'm going to plug this in. Alright, so as I mentioned earlier, we've got these locking pins, so one on each side. We don't have one on this side, it's history. Someone took it apart before me, probably. And this is going into the opening in the ceiling, locks in. So I'm going to bring it in and push it up. Now we can secure the panel with 2 Phillips screws, one in each corner there, using a long Phillips screwdriver. And we're going to tighten them. Next, I'm going to install the light lens back in. I'm going to bring it in and I'm going to insert the top tabs. And I'm going to lock the bottom tabs. Now I'm going to install the water filter. I'm going to slide it in. Push it in, and then I'm going to turn it clockwise to lock. Right now we're going to install this cover. It will cover this opening. We're going to slide these 2 pins into the cutouts here, and I'm going to insert this little pin under the metal. So I'm going to align the holes here. I'm going to place the Phillips screw in, and then I'm going to use the Phillips screwdriver. I'm going to tighten it. Alright, so I'm going to go down the lines, and we're going to install a bracket here. That's a retainer bracket. Okay. And I'm going to attach it to the cabinet with a Phillips screw. I'm going to tighten it using a Phillips screwdriver. Now I'm going to install this support spring onto the water line. Slide it on about that far. Now I'm going to install this locking ring onto the port. And we're going to insert this water line. Push it in as far as it can go. Make sure it's locked. Next, I'm going to mount the water inlet valve. We've got this little hook here, and it's going to go right in this opening, and then we're going to secure it with the Phillips screw. I'm going to use the Phillips screwdriver to tighten it. We're going to install one more retainer here. Clip it on, and align the holes, and install Phillips screw. And I'm going to use the Phillips screwdriver. Going to tighten it. You know the drill. And one more clip here, retainer. It's the last one. I'm going to put it over the lines, and I'm going to install the screw. I'm going to tighten it using a Phillips screwdriver. And now we're going to install this rear access panel. We've got 2 clips here, and we have 2 tabs here on the chassis. We're gonna slide this over and lock it at the bottom. So we use the Phillips screwdriver, and we're going to install a bunch of the Phillips screws in. Now we're going to connect the water line, and don't forget to do that, otherwise your ice maker and water dispenser won't work. I'm going to start manually, and then I'm going to tighten it with the 1/2-inch open-ended wrench. Don't over tighten it. So there we are in the front of the fridge, and we need to pull this tube forward to get rid of the slack at the back. Now, it's going to be a little hard, but there's no other way around. Next, I'm going to install these slacking collars onto the couplings, and the small one goes on the small, like that, and the large one on the large, right there. And we're going to insert the tubes in. All the way. Now going to install the grill. Just slides on. And we're going to place a couple of Phillips screws. Here I'm going to match the holes and install the screws. And now we can close both doors. Plug the fridge in, open the water, and check if there are any leaks. Thank you for being a part of another successful repair brought to you by AppliancePartsPros.com. For any of your future appliance repair projects, please check out our other videos available on our site, on Facebook, on YouTube, and on Instagram.